so amazed by the colors of your love.
Should I compare you to the sun? No, baby, because the sunlight's just too much for me. At times it seems, but I'm within your light. Yeah, baby, cause the moonlight's always right to me. You see the ocean altar, I watch you moving across it, something sweet. It's like you're walking on water, a piece of something divine made just for me. Got me trembling and shaking, anticipating the moment you shine your light on me. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend an evening with you. So when the sun's going down, I come alive, because when the moon comes up, there will be time for us, yeah, baby. And it's never long enough, but I'll take my time. In love with the way you shine. So every single night I wait for the moon to rise. Now every moment has an end, but letting go don't come easy. Though I know I'll see you again before too long. And even as this day begins, I find myself dreaming about you, touching on my skin. Yeah, you see the ocean's altar, I watch you moving across it, something sweet. It's like you're walking on water, a piece of something divine made just for me. I see the ocean's altar, I watch you moving across it like something me. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend an evening with you. So when the sun's going down, I come alive, because when the moon comes up, hey, there will be time for us, yeah, yeah, baby. And it's never long enough, but I'll take my time. In love with the way you shine. So every single night I'll wait for the moon to rise.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
It is your birthright to accept and receive the goodness of the world, the tools to create your destiny, the love and nourishment from others, a life of abundance, days filled with propositions, manifested success coming from places that serve you, manifested success poured into your life and the lives of others. You are guided and given the authority to receive the gifts of the universe, for these gifts have already been given to you long before your arrival here. Your faith in yourself makes it real and opens the doors for manifestation to rush in. Your consciousness is open to receive and to give. It is your birthright, and it is done now.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
Through this mantra of manifestation, all things are possible. We proclaim absolutely that all of us are living in a friendly universe that is always providing for us. We know it's happening, and we are feeling happening now. We are open to read more abundance than we have experienced before. We can do anything that our heart desires. We need never to worry again. We are filled with an attitude of gratitude for what we already have and all that we are giving and ready to give. We keep ourselves lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. The universe is always providing in our favor. We are creative our today and our tomorrow.
Reciting a mantra is an excellent way to start your day. Calm you down while you are upset and refocus your consciousness. For a copy of this mantra, please feel free to visit our Patreon account by searching for Goddess of the Nile Radio on Patreon.com. It's your girl Azor Nessa, and I'm out.
Hot.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
So static. Works. Nothing in here ever works.
I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate. I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate. Sit down. Don't worry about trying to cross your legs or anything like that. I just want you comfortable. Just relax. That's right. Now, take a moment to collect yourself. Now, tell me, have you ever met yourself? First off, I think we need to discuss meditation really is something. If it is time to relax or an opportunity to face their fears. I ain't saying those thoughts aren't right, but those are more like bonuses. Watching for a piece of the pie when we can have co-ownership. I started out looking for some sort of sign, then I heard somebody whisper, let me open up your mind. Don't get blinded by the lights. There's more here for you to see than my self. Take some time and look for me. You got everything you need to get anything you want, but first I gotta help you to remember what you are. He said everything without is the same as what's within. Then she told me to let go of all my doubts and start again. Breathe in. Release. Now stop controlling and just observe as the breath flows in and out. I want you to notice that the body continues to breathe on its own with no direction from you. Now I want you to realize that the thing that observes the breath is something different from the thing that is breathing. You are the thing that hears but not the ears. I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate. I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate.
Grand Rising World. Grand Rising World. Grand Rising World. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's your girl, Azor Netaru Gaia, in the building, live right here this Sunday morning in the Win DC Radio Studio. Whoop, whoop. Hello to all of my listeners. Hello, hello, hello. I want to apologize for not being able to connect with you guys this morning. DJ Big Tiz went on his prom yesterday. He had prom yesterday, so he's not with us this morning. His brother, DJ Man is filling in. Yes, we have tons of DJs in the family. Shout out to fam. Shout out to Tislam. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the universe, the ancestors, everyone for bringing us here today. I don't even know how I'm here today. I hung out with one of Tislam's best friends' moms last night, and I didn't leave her house until 3:30 in the morning. We bonded as single mothers. We cried, we laughed, we hugged, we cried some more. Happy tears, of course. She had me over there doing readings on all of her friends, which I was totally cool with. It was one of my gifts, and she knew that I was gifted for a very long time, and it felt really, really good to like just reveal myself to her and her friends without judgment, you know. And it was well received. And those who didn't like it and thought that what I was doing was talk girl. And for those who thought that what I was doing was witchcraft, couldn't get that word out, they left, and it was fine. We had even more fun after they left. We had an amazing time. And I am so humble and so gracious to have this gift of fortune telling, if you will, or energy reading, if you will. I'm so blessed to have that. And not only am I blessed to have this wonderful gift, I'm so blessed to have a wonderful, amazing family. Being a single mom is tough. There's moments in my life where I feel like I let my children down because they don't have the big house with the white picket fence and the mom and the dad and the dog and the cat. They don't have that. And there's some times where I feel like I let them down. And I didn't do that at all. And there's an acceptance piece of it that came along with yesterday. And that acceptance piece is my children chose me. They chose me to be their mom. They chose me with all of my quirkiness, with all of my gifts, with all of my understanding, with all of my preachiness, with all of this love that I have to give. They chose me. And I am so humble and so grateful to be their mother. And I'm so humble and so grateful to be the auntie of amazing nephews. My nephews were there looking like security. And I'm so humble and I'm so grateful to be the daughter of parents that are still together, that are very supportive of me. You know, I'm so humble and so grateful for everything that this universe, this life, that spirit, that God has given me. So grateful. I'm sitting in this chair and I'm speaking on this microphone right now, and I'm celebrating both of my sons. My sons are not incarcerated. My sons are not ripping and running the streets. Like, I know where my children are. I know where my sons are. They're not 10 feet underground. They're breathing. Their heart beats. My blood flows through their veins. They're alive. They're well. And they are not only making me proud, but they're making the world proud. And I'm so grateful for that. So I just had to spill that and that heart all out over this microphone this morning. And thank you guys for allowing for me to do that. And thanks again for like allowing me to have, I guess, some me time, because I left my phone at home this morning. So I couldn't talk to you guys this morning to get you ready for Goddess of the Nile Radio. And not only that, but my son, DJ Man, shout out to DJ Man, he left his phone at home too. So it's like, oh my God, we're totally cut off from the world. It's just me and this microphone and you guys. And maybe for today, I don't know if I have one watcher, one listener, or if I have a million. I don't know. And maybe for today, it needs to be that way. Maybe I need that peace and that stillness in order to be vulnerable and transparent with you guys, because this is what single moms go through. And we, like, Mother's Day's over, that's a wrap. You know what I mean? But like, we as mothers, we get, as Black women, now I'm just gonna talk to my sisters right now. We have it tough. We have it hard. Because we are responsible for creation of life, creation of male, female, creation of life, carrying that baby inside of our wombs with us, sharing everything, our emotions, what we eat, everything with that baby. And then we're responsible for bringing this baby into the world and taking care of that child. And sometimes we are in situations where we thought it was going to be a happily ever after moment, the picket fence and the American dream, and it doesn't go that way. And we get ridiculed for having children out of wedlock. And we get ridiculed for being married and getting divorced and being the ones taking care of the kids. We see it on Facebook all the time where our melanated brothers are dragging us through the mud for being single mothers and for some of us having multiple fathers of our children, multiple children with multiple fathers. We get dragged for that. Whereas a man can go out and make 1 million kids, 10 kids, 20 kids, and it's like, oh, well, he's a man, he has a paycheck, so I can accept that. But it's so hard for us to be accepted. And to all my mothers out there, like, no matter what your situation is, I just want to say, I am so grateful for you. I am so grateful for the difference that you're making on this planet. You made a decision not to be a murderer. And I'm not saying that anyone that went out and had an abortion or anything like that, like, that's your choice. And you do have the freedom of choice. You do have that. But I'm saying it takes a uber strong woman to bring a child into this world knowing, and most of the time, 99%, 95% of the time, 75%, it doesn't even 1% of the time, we bring a child into this world knowing that we may be mom and dad, divine masculine and divine feminine at the same damn time, and in that order. You know what I mean? We did that. We ballsed up. We did that. Our kids are what you see on the news. Our kids are, in a good way, they're news broadcasters. Our children are celebrated. They're role models. Our children just left out the daggone White House. Shout out to President Obama, the freaking epitome of a black man raised in a single family home. So no matter what you see in social media, ladies, no matter what you hear out in these streets, no matter what people say about you being a single mom, like, blow that crap to the wind. Piss it out into the wind and let it be, because you are amazing and you're strong. And I just had to get that off my chest. I had to toot my own horn. And don't let nobody steal your joy. But anywho, yesterday was a full moon. It was a blue moon, once every blue moon. It was another moon of our ancestors. And you guys know I love the full moon. This moon is manifestation moon. Blue moon, manifestation moon, 1,000%. Excuse me, had to burp. All of your hard work that you've done during winter solstice, all of that planting, all of that journaling, all of that getting rid of and setting intentions and all of that goodwill has now been activated by this beautiful full moon energy that came into us and came into our atmosphere last night. And we're living in it, in this full moon, blue moon energy today. And we're going to live and breathe in it until tomorrow. So get out and dance in the moonlight. Give out and give thanks. Release the people, places, and things that are no longer of service of you. And celebrate yourself for being disciplined, for being humble, for being open-minded and listening to your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, and the God of your understanding, whether it be the God in you or outside of you, doesn't matter. But be thankful for you and all of your hard work. I need you to stop. I need you to take a breath, and I need you to recognize all of the hard work that you have done. And I need for you to celebrate you. There are so many times that we move through this world, we move through this life, we move through this dimension, and we don't celebrate ourselves. We're just goal-oriented. I'm going to do XYZ. You do XYZ, check. Now I got to do ABC. You don't sit and you don't look at all of your accomplishments. And if you don't take the time to stop the noise and the voices in your head, if you don't take the time to celebrate that and celebrate you, the replay of your faults is going to keep on coming. It's going to feel like you're not accomplishing anything because you're not celebrating yourself. You can't look for the celebration to take place outside of you. It has to first begin inside of you, where you are celebrating you. You are the most important person in the room. You are the most important person listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio right at this moment. No one else matters. Nothing else matters. Only you matter. And before you're able to give love, you got to be able to give love to someone else. You have to definitely be able to give love to yourself first and celebrate yourself first. So here on Goddess of the Nile Radio, today we are talking about the money portal. We're going to talk about everything money. We're going to talk about what money is, currency, what it is, what it means to you, what it means in this human experience. We're going to talk about how to change your views on money and how to manifest more. That's what we're talking about. Money matters, the money portal, money, 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 money. Live right here on the Win DC Radio app, all their social media platforms, and I'm right here in the studio. It's your girl, Azor Netrugaya, Goddess of the Nile Radio. We're going to take a quick music break. Shout out to Big Tiz. He's probably not even watching because he's asleep. He had a prom last night. But guys, while we're taking this music break, I need for you to like, share, and definitely get the conversation popping. If you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, get the conversation popping in the comment section and save your spaces and get ready to receive this message. We're going to have some fun today. We're talking about the money portal, how to manifest your dreams, and we're going to have an amazing time. So, I'm Zoe Netrugaya. I'll be right back. Peace.
Staring at the ceiling, bending over backwards, wishing life were different, like a loss. Try to drown the noise out, tuning out the whole world. Now my heart is tangled in a knot. Nights like these when I can barely sleep, I say the words my love said to me. Everything here will come full circle, everything here will come full circle. Give it some time, just give it some time. Everything here will come full circle. Everything here will come full circle. Everything here will come full circle. Give it some time, just give it some time. Open up the window, try and let the light in. I promise not to give up, not today. Walking on the sidewalk, wow, it's such a big world. I hope I find the right words to say. What you make it, what you make it, life is what you make it, what you make it. Round and round and round and round, tipsy turny, upside down. Life is what you make it, what you make it. Everything here will come full circle, everything here will come full circle. Some time, just give it some time. Everything will come full circle. Everything will come full circle. Everything will come full circle. Give it some time, just give it some time.
feel like I could touch the sun, yeah. And I know I'm not the only one, yeah. 'Cause I can feel it coming back now, coming back down, coming back for me, yeah. Coming back now, coming back around, coming back for me. She said, tell me what are we here for? Tell me why you think you're alive. Is it just a stop on the highway? On our way to the afterlife. I told her life was a moment in a journey that never ends. We come in looking to find self, then we let it go and come back again. Now don't you get caught up trying to hold on to material things when it's all ours and it's all love, and we're all one and we're all God. But soon you remember what you really are, 'cause I feel like I could touch the sun, yeah. And I know I'm not the only one, yeah. 'Cause I can feel it coming back now, coming back down, coming back for me, yeah. Coming back now, coming back around, coming back for me. 'Cause I feel like I could touch the sun, yeah. And I know I'm not the only one, yeah. 'Cause I can feel it coming back now, coming back down, coming back for me, yeah. Coming back now, coming back around, coming back for me. She said, tell me what are we here for? Tell me what are we here for? Tell me why you think you're alive. Yeah, don't overthink it now, brother. Hey, whoa, 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 yeah. Soon you'll remember what you really are, yeah. Since the 12,000 years we've been traveling, hey. 12,000 more till we reach the start. 'Cause I feel like I could touch the sun, yeah. And I know I'm not the only one, yeah. 'Cause I can feel it coming back now, coming back down, coming back for me, yeah. Coming back now, coming back around, coming back for me. 'Cause I feel like I could touch the sun, yeah. And I know I'm not the only one, yeah. 'Cause I can feel it coming back now, coming back down, coming back for me, yeah. Coming back now, coming back around, coming back for me. She said,
Is it time? Oh, shoot. Hey. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Welcome back to Wendy C Radio. Guys of the Nile Radio Show, live right here in the Wendy C Radio studio and all of their social media platforms. It's your girl, Azor Netarugaya, in the building. I was having John fix my fan. I'm on my Beyonce this morning. A little tired from prom. I did not go to prom, but totally sending Tislam off the prom wore me out. Hung out with some friends last night, but I'm so glad and humbled that I have you guys here with me today because we are talking about the money portal. Get your journals and your pen ready because I'm going to give you guys so much information today on how to manifest the life of your dreams, how to attract more currency, and all that jazz. But before we even get into like all the juicy details for my newbies to spirituality, we're going to talk about what is currency? What's money? I asked John that. I asked Man that, DJ Man. I was like, DJ Man, what's currency? And he was like, it's money. He didn't say it like that though. But he was like, I don't know what you said, to be honest. I can't remember. Like it was like 2 seconds ago, right? Can't even remember what he said. But anywho, what is currency? what is money? Money is a tool. It's a tool. It's a tool that we need in order to live our life purpose. We need money in order to carry out our life purpose. Whatever that life purpose is, whether it's to be a healer, to be a scientist, to be a home giver, to be a radio personality, we need money. It's our tool. This is a world that we're living in. This 3D world, this 3D plane, this 3D life experience is based off of an exchange of energy. It's a cause and effect situation that we're all involved in. So whatever you do, whatever you think, there's going to be a cause to it. You think a certain thing and the effect will be XYZ. You speak something and the effect will be XYZ. It's a cause and effect. There's always a balance in this world. We always have a balance. We have good, we have bad. We have tall, we have short. We have hot, we have cold. There's always a balance in this world. But Azor, what does that have to do with money? What does that have to do with currency? Well, when you have an abundance of money or an abundance of currency, the opposite of that will be not having it, correct? So we have to start looking at money like a tool, which is what it's exactly for. Money is also an exchange of energy. That is why in the spiritual community, we always pay one another for our services. Wendy C Radio is the platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. So when you are a business owner, a small business owner, especially here in the Washington, D.C. area, shout out to everyone overseas and across the United States and North America and Central and Europe and all that good jazz. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't shout you out today. I left my phone at home. But here, it's like we move in cliques, we move in units where small businesses and entrepreneurs support other entrepreneurs. We respect the value of the time that it takes to build and create a business. We respect the value of the time that it takes to actually put yourself out there and take a risk and say, I'm good at cutting hair, so I'm going to open up a barbershop. Or I'm really, really good at making pies, so I'm going to open up a bakery. And small businesses move in units where we're supporting other small businesses before we support big corporate, right? That's what we do. It's an exchange of energy. That currency, that exchange of energy is so very important. Our dollars are so very important, especially as melanated indigenous people. It's so very important. When we make the decision to keep the energy of currency circulating within our own communities, our communities thrive. That's why you can look out and you can look at like the Chinese people and how we have like Chinatown. Chinatowns are in every state just about. You can always go somewhere and find yourself a Chinatown. Find yourself a place where the banks is written in like the names of the banks is written in Chinese. Chinese is everywhere. You can go places in America and you can find like places where everything is written in Spanish. And it's almost like you have stepped into a different world, into a foreign country right here in America because everything is in Spanish. You can go to certain places and everything's in Indian. Like they have little towns that's Indian. I drove into a town the other day where everyone was Jewish. Like old school Jewish. If anyone's Jewish watching the show, please, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just can't describe it anyway else. But like they had like the little beanies on and they had like the guy with the beards and stuff. And like it was a whole community and it was thriving. Large homes, beautiful cars. These people were over there manifesting together, living in harmony and peace together. It's all about that currency. That currency, whether we want to believe it or not, it carries an energy of tools. It carries an energy of hope. It carries an energy of prosperity. And we have been taught foolishly that currency or money is the root of all evil, and that's not true. Someone told us that lie. And that lie manifested from generation to generation. It's a generational curse. Passing that down to your children. money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. Money is a tool. And it's a tool that we need in our community. It's a tool that we need in order to create better families, to create better school systems, to create better opportunity. It's a tool that we don't have in our community. And we look at people who have an abundance of currency like Oprah Winfrey and P. Diddy and those people who we are told to not worship, but to use as role models and examples. But they're entertainers. And we need to know we're the only community where our role models or people who have an abundance of currency, the only ones that are shown to us are entertainers, athletes. We don't see doctors with an abundance of currency and told, look at that doctor. Look at the guy who created Lyft and Uber, a black guy that created the app. We're not told to look at him and to have him be the role model for our children. We're told to look at Offset. We're told to look at Michael Jordan. We're told to look at, even Cardi B's of the world. But we're never told to look at the guy who owns Industrial Bank. We're never told to look at the Black Wall Street in our community in Capitol Heights, Maryland. We're not told to look at that. And the thing is, we're always looking for something outside of our community to tell us what to do. We're always looking for something outside of our community to give us approval, to like something, to believe in something, to feel like we're good enough. And we bash one another all the time because we have that mindset, we have that way of thinking. So we bash one another all the time. And we get angry with one another because of our way of thinking. But so easily do we forget that who we are has been taken away from us. It's been hidden from us. I had a conversation with my nephews yesterday about being Native American and who Christopher Columbus is and all of these things about North America really being Turtle Island and how the capital of Turtle Island was in Philadelphia and how DC was already built. There were already not monuments, but there were already these huge office buildings that were already here. And they were like, what? They couldn't believe it. And I had to literally show them, I had to tell them the story. And to this very day, guys, if you go to the museums in the South and you look at their Bill of Rights and stuff like that, their old paperwork, you will see their stuff is dated back from the 1600s, 1500s sometimes. How in the world do you have a Bill of Rights for Maine? And I know I said the South, but I'm sleepy this morning. But how do you have a Bill of Rights for North Carolina in the 1500s? And it doesn't even add up to when slavery began. How was that paper created? Who wrote that? We wrote that. It's so many lies being told. And one of those lies that goes on in our community is that money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. Anything that they tell us or that we have a belief system about that's bad, that's not good for us, is always evil. All of those things that's so-called supposed to be evil are things that we're actually supposed to be gravitating to. And they are our tools. I spoke about me doing readings and numerology readings last night over a friend's house. That was a tool. Numbers, it's our tool. Money and currency is our tool. And it's an exchange of energy. And I want to talk about that. Because so many times in our community, when our sister or our brother, let's say someone does hair, our best friend does hair, and we think that because that's our sister, we're supposed to go to her and we're supposed to get our hair done for free. No, you need to pay your sister. You need to circulate that money, because if your sister is charging $100 for a weave and you pay her $100 to get your weave done, that's your sister. And your sister has children. That $100 helps buy your nephews a pair of socks, a pair of shoes, you know? Or you give her the $100, she gives her children $20 in allowance. That child then takes that $20 to the corner store that's owned by Miss Ann, someone in their community, and they spend $5 on candy. And now Miss Ann can pay her electric bill. It's called circulating the energy, circulating the currency within our community. I know that, like, I sell Florida water, and I give away crystals all the time. I give away stuff all the time. That's what I do. I can't help myself. But I have had friends come to me and expect to get everything from me for free. And I'm like, how am I gonna ever make it? How am I ever gonna be competitive with the big dogs, with the big, spiritual stores, if I constantly give everything away for free? How am I gonna make it? I need for you guys to surround me and push me and help me and invest in me and exchange that currency and that energy with me. And if you have your own business, you understand that as well. We move in pockets. You have those who are small business owners who look out and only purchase small business, things from small businesses. And then you have those that just cannot get out of the Nordstroms. They cannot stay away from the Macy's because they're trying their damnedest and their hardest to fit into a community that does not want them. That doesn't even want them in there. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, I can't talk bad about my brothers and sisters because for so many years, we were taught that that's the only way that we can be accepted. If we look like them, if we talk like them, if we move like them. That's the only way that we can be accepted. So I wanted to get that off my plate and just explain what currency is, because it's not the root of all evil. It's an exchange of energy. Money is an exchange of energy. It's a piece of paper that does make the world go round, if you think about it in that sense. It's a piece of paper that can elevate your life. And it's time that we stop thinking of money and currency as this horrible thing. And it's time that we start looking at it as a tool. And it's time that we start to focus in on that tool, change the way that we're thinking, change the way that we're speaking, and manifest the life of our dreams for ourselves and for our seventh generation. I'm getting ready to go into a music break. Can I go on a music break, Big John? I gave him 4 different nicknames in this one show. So guys, I'm getting ready to go into a music break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about how to change your thinking when it comes to currency and the manifestation of currency. It's your girl, Azor Netu Gaia. As you can tell, I'm waking up. Whoop, whoop. Like, share, and comment. If you're watching me on Facebook, comment on this video. I will be right back. You're watching Guys on Now Radio, live right here in the Win DC Radio studio. Peace.
Should I compare you to the sun? No, baby, because the sunlight's just too much for me. At times it seems, but I'm at home within your light. Yeah, baby, because the moonlight's always right, just right for me. You see the oceans and altar. I watch you moving across it, soft and sweet. It's like you're walking on water. A piece of something divine made just for me. Got me trembling and shaking from anticipating the moment you shine your light on me. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend an evening with you. So when the sun's going down, I come alive. Because when the moon comes up, hey, there will be time for us, yeah, yeah, baby. And it's never long enough, but I'll take my time in love with the way you shine. So every single night I'll wait for the moon to rise. Now every moment has an end, but letting go can't be far too long. And even as this day begins, I find myself dreaming about you touching on my skin. Yeah, you see the oceans and altar. I watch you moving across it, soft and sweet. It's like you're walking on water. A piece of something divine made just for me. Got me trembling and shaking from anticipating the moment you shine your light on me. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend an evening with you. So when the sun's going down, I come alive. Because when the moon comes up, hey, there will be time for us, yeah, yeah, baby. And it's never long enough, but I'll take my time in love with the way you shine. So every single night I'll wait for the moon to rise.
The Shops at Iverson is now undergoing a transformation, creating a mixed-use center where the community can come together to eat, shop, relax, and feel connected. The Shops at Iverson is a 600 KSF mixed-use property consisting of retail and office space now available. Located inside the Beltway on Branch Avenue, Maryland, just minutes from downtown D.C. It's an exciting time at the Shops at Iverson. Several beautiful renovation projects are ongoing, transforming the Shops at Iverson into the new safe community hub. DMV, get ready to enjoy the new food court. Opening late spring, early summer, featuring new restaurants like Chipotle, Quickway Hibachi, Tropical Smoothie, Wingstop, and free Wi-Fi. The Shops at Iverson, the original home of the world-famous Snickerdoodle cookies, is completing several cosmetic improvements to the mall interior, facade, and parking garage. The Shops at Iverson is the new home of Go Win Media, comprised of the DMV's premier internet radio stations, Go Radio Live and Win DC Radio. For updates and more details, check out shopiverson.com. That's shopiverson.com. Looking for a new look? Check out Hair Academy 2 in the Shops at Iverson, Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. You'll get quality services done by developing stylists and barbers, senior discounts offered weekly, and free barbershop services available when you present a flyer. Chemical treatments are also available. Call 301-899-9100 for hours of operation. Hair Academy 2 in the Shops at Iverson, 3705 Branch Avenue, Suite 1010, lower level, Hillcrest Heights. A new look is waiting for you at Hair Academy 2.
What's the plan? Hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan? Hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan? What's the plan? Tell me what's the plan. No, I play my cards like I have the perfect hand. To let you slip away from me, yeah, I be damned. Here, take my hand, let's dance, get groovy. Bitches see me with you, they wishing that they knew me. Try to talk to me, hit them with the 2-3. Excuse me, but I'm working my way to a cutie. Ain't got time for the Lucy's. Body on body, don't separate. Here's a towel, wipe the sweat away. Now I here for the night, I plan to stay. All red, flush my face from the rum. You can get a taste, get a taste. Yeah. Hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan? Hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan? When I looked in her eyes, I knew the type of man I wanted to be. Yeah. And when I looked in her eyes, I knew the see what's the plan. Hey, hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan? Hoping that you would give me a chance. Come on, girl, take my hand. What's the plan?
What am I supposed to do when the world's against me? Does anybody really care? I don't know. My enemies are like my friends, getting closer to me. Don't wanna be alone. People smiling in my face, and I know they hate me. They wanna call my name out just for show. And they'll be knocking on my door, but they won't find me. 'Cause I'll be cleansing my soul. Cleansing my soul. I wanna live a decent life, all the angels with me. The devil's playing with my head, and I don't know. I only wanna do what's right, but it's so hard for me. Don't wanna lose control. The voices are getting loud, and the demons tell me. They pressure me in what to do and where to go. And they'll be knocking on my door, but they won't find me. 'Cause I'll be cleansing my soul, freeing my soul, feeding my soul, healing my soul. Now when my soul is in question, there's one lesson to be learned in the concern through my confessions about the blessings that are constantly bestowed my way in spite of my iniquities that I portray every day. And when the devil tries to put me on his level, I'll stand true and tall with the angels like a rebel. And as I live my days out, I'ma praise out till I'm gray and old to the one who gives me peace, mind, body, soul. I don't have the time to make you understand me. And there's too much I gotta do, let the truth be told. So you can keep being fake and talk about me. But remember, you reap what you sow. I see the struggles way ahead with the ones that spite me. But I'm okay and I'm prepared, 'cause now I know. So don't come knocking on my door, 'cause you won't find me. 'Cause I'll be cleansing my soul, freeing my soul, feeding my soul, healing my soul, cleansing my soul.
Would you wait for me? I'm going to the olive tree. If I'm not back afloat from me, me. The olive tree on the hillside side, with shimmering leaves and gnarled wood for many a decade has man been toiling. This fruit that was grown wouldn't grow in vain. Through spring and summer, sun and rain, flowers in abundance, nature had a complete in autumn with God's blessing. In autumn with God's blessing.
It's your girl Azure Netsu guy in the building. Today we are talking about the money portal. Money matters. We're talking about currency, the exchange of currency, and how to manifest more, right? So I hope you guys have your journals and your pens together because now we're getting to the juicy part. All that rambling I did earlier was just for you to get an understanding of how important currency is in our community, right? So now you understand how important it is. Let's get to the good part. All right. So, in order for you to manifest more currency, the very first thing you have to do is you have to change your thinking of currency. We talked about that before the music break. Once I got a burp. Sorry about that, burpee today. Excuse me. But all right. So how do you do that? Well, the very first thing you want to do is you want to create a money journal. So it could be a tablet, it could be whatever it is you want. But a money journal. And you want to take time with your money journal. You want to take time like selecting your journal, the quality of paper. Is it going to be art paper? Is it going to be college ruled, wide ruled? Is it going to be like a hardback, paperback journal? Take your time in like really, really putting some thought in your money journal. Once you have that all worked out and done, you want to customize it. So the outside of your journal, you want to head on over to Michael's, the craft store, the craft section of your favorite Target or Walmart. And you want to get some flowers, get whatever you want, glitter, rhinestone, whatever you want. And guys, you too, you want to customize your journal because this is like where the magic happens. This is all about you, your life plan, your dreams. It's going to be in this journal. So you really want it to be something that resonates with you and is the complete image, a reflection of you and your thoughts and what's going on in your head. So you want to decorate your money journal. Once that's all done, you're going to charge your journal. Charge your journal? Yeah, you're going to charge your journal by sitting it out in the sun. You can either put it on your window sill. You can sit it outside. But you want to get it from the sun. That's a whole nother show about what the sunshine does. It's a tool that we use. We use us spiritual beings. We use the energy of the sun and the moon to ignite, to charge, to awaken things, to manifest. And that's a whole nother show. But you guys can always feel free to check out Gossip Now Radio on YouTube or just Google it. And you can find out more about using solar energy and moon energy to manifest, okay? But we don't have enough time today to talk about that. So you're going to sit your journal out in the sun and you're going to charge it. You're going to awaken it, if you will. And once that is all done, you're now ready to begin to write in it. So the very first thing you're going to do, your very first assignment is going to be, you're going to write all of your feelings about money, how you feel about money. Step number 1. Write down how you feel about money and be honest with yourself because this isn't going to work if you're telling lies to yourself. So be honest. If you hate money, if you hate the fact that we have to use it, if you hate people that have money, like whatever way you're feeling, any negative feelings about money, like why the hell do we have a credit bureau? You know what I mean? Like whatever way you feel about money, institutions, financial institutions, whatever way that you feel, you want to get all of that down on paper. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to write a list on the same piece of paper of anything that you might have done wrong when it comes to money. So maybe you mismanaged your money as a teenager. Maybe you didn't respect it. Maybe you didn't have gratitude. Whatever errors or mistakes that you made when it came to financial responsibility, you're going to write all of that down on the same sheet of paper. Get it all out. Tell your truth. No one's going to read this but you. Get honest with yourself because this is the only way this is going to work. And it may take you an hour to get this done. It may take you a month. It may take you a year. There's no time limit. There's no wrong way or, as far as like time is concerned to get this stuff done. Like whatever long you need, that's the time that you take. You're in no hurry because you want this to work for you, right? So you're going to take that piece of paper. Once your list is all done and complete, you're going to take that piece of paper. You're going to rip it out of your journal. Like rip it real good out of your journal. And you're going to get it out of your house. You're going to get it out of your house. You're either going to bury it in your yard. You're going to put it outside underneath the rock. I don't care what you do with it. Take that list and get it out of your house right away. You don't want it in your house. It's gone. Once that is done, I want you to create a list of your new way of thinking about currency, your new way of thinking about money, your new way. Like, I am responsible with my money. I am thankful to have money. Money is my tool. Like, your new way, this is a new you, right? Your new way of thinking and relating to currency, to relating to money. You're going to write that down in your journal. When you're done writing that list, you're going to take your journal and you're going to put it somewhere that means a lot to you. A lot of us spiritual beings, we have altars. So you're going to put your money journal. If you have an altar, you're going to put it on your altar. If you have you're just going to put it in a sacred place. Some people put their money journals, they have small ones. They keep it in their purses. Some people keep it in their underwear drawer. Like whatever is your sacred place, that's where you're going to put your money journal and you're going to store it there. Now, what do you do with the list that you created that you sit outside? Well, whenever you're ready, it could be during a full moon. It could be on your birthday. Whenever you are ready for a new beginning and a new way of life or change to take place in your life, you're going to take that list, and when you're ready, you're going to burn it. You're definitely going to burn it. And the very first thing you're going to do, you're going to take that list. I have to demonstrate. That's me ripping it. So you're going to rip it out of your journal and you're going to store it outside. You're going to write your new way of thinking when it comes to currency. And then when all of that's done and when you're ready, you're going to go back to that sacred place outside. You're going to grab your list and you're going to hold your list in your hand and you're going to say to your list, you're going to say, thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for everything that you taught me. Thank you for the ups and the downs. Thank you for that old way of thinking, because it had to be that way of thinking to get me to this place where I am today. Because today I am exactly where I need to be. And you're going to give thanks for that old way of thinking. You're going to give thanks for those mistakes that you made, the harm that you've done when it came to currency, what you did to get it. Sometimes we didn't do the right things to get money. It was all about get money, like back in the day, get money. You know what I mean? It was all about that. You're going to give thanks and you're going to show gratitude. And once you have emptied out your heart, of gratitude and you've accepted who you used to be, you're going to burn your list to symbolize who you are no longer. That person, that energy, that belief system that you once carried inside of your heart and inside of your mind, you're going to burn it. You're going to get rid of it. You're going to release it to the universe. And as you release it, you're going to give thanks. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. Thank you for taking this away from me. And thank you for making me brand new again. Because as you release, you have to restore. That's one thing that we don't do. It's like having a cold, being sick. You get sick and you take the medicine to get better. And you take the medicine until you get better, but you may not change your way of thinking to prevent yourself from getting sick again. And it could be something as simple as washing your hands constantly. You get sick because you're not washing your hands constantly. You always got your fingers in your mouth, you're biting your nails. You get better and you're still biting your nails again. When you release, you want to always restore. So we're going to release our list, our old way of thinking when it came to currency. And we're going to restore it with that list that now sits in our sacred place on either our altars or our underwear drawers or whatever is a sacred place for you. You definitely want to create a space. After that's all said and done, you want to create a space, and it's going to be called your manifestation space. So your manifestation space can consist of a wall in your room or wherever, but this is a place, I know you've heard of vision boards and things like that. It's sort of like that. But this is the place where you're going to go and you're going to lay your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. This place is a representation, this corner of your life, of your space, is a representation of who you already are and who you already are, and it's the steps that you need to take to get there. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. For example, if your dreams and your aspiration is to open up a record store, who has a record store? But to open up a record store, and that's your dreams and aspirations, you are already a record store owner. All you have to do is create the currency, the tools to actually open up that store. You got to get your licenses in place. You want to start using the language and the words, I'm a record store owner. You want to create business cards that say, you're a record store owner. Azur Neturgaya, owner of Bell, Book, and Records. You want to begin to prepare yourself for that wonderful day where that store opens. You're already a record store owner. You just have to do things and put things into place so that you can actually get the keys to that building and unlock it and have a place to sell your merchandise. Like, that's just an example of what you're going to do with your manifestation space, okay? This space is where you're going to leave your troubles behind. If you make a financial error or a financial mistake, you lose $300. You're going to go to this manifestation space and you're going to talk about it you're going to leave it there. You're going to meditate, you're going to pray. Whatever it is that you do to find your center and your balance, you're going to leave this energy of beefing, if you will, with money right there at that altar. You're going to leave it there at that altar. You're going to ask for whatever you believe in to take it from you, take those feelings from you and restore it with healing. Restoration is so important. What you're going to also leave on this manifestation, in this manifestation space or this altar, you're going to leave your dreams and your aspirations. You're going to write it down. So every 21 days, every 21 days, you want to have a set of goals in place. Anything that has to do with currency. It could be, one of my goals is to open up my own bank account. My second goal could be to get it with the credit union. Like, whatever your goals are things that you have to achieve in 21 days. And you want to try your best, and they have to be achievable goals. You want to try your best to mark off everything on that list. When your 21 days is over, you're going to take that list. You're going to look at it. Some people look at their list every day. Some people only look at it once or twice a month. But when the 21 days is over, you're going to look at that list, and everything that you accomplished, you're going to write it down on a separate sheet of paper, and you're going to label it accomplishments. You're going to take that accomplishments and you're going to pin it to your manifestation space, your wall. That's your achievement. It's like an award. This is what you've done. You've done so much. You need to honor that by writing it down and celebrating you. And anything that you have not done, it rolls over to the next month. If you're upset about it, that you didn't achieve it, if you couldn't achieve it because there were some roadblocks in the way, there were some mistakes in the way, there could have been people, places, and things in your way. You're going to analyze where you went wrong. You're going to find the lessons in where you went wrong. And for the next set of 21 days, you're going to go at it all over again. Okay? That's important. You're going to write the goal. You're going to celebrate your achievements. And you're going to start over. And you're going to keep cycling over and over and over and over and over again until you get to where you're supposed to be. Okay? Until you catch up with where your mind is. The body has to catch up to the mind. And there's in no way that you were given that dream and for you not to achieve it. Everyone does not have the same dreams. Have you noticed? Your dream may be totally different than Keisha or Ray Ray down the street. Everyone has different dreams. And the reason for it is because everyone has different human experiences. So if you have a dream that you're going to be a NASCAR racer, then you're going to be a NASCAR racer. If you have a dream that you're going to be like the next Beyonce, then you're going to be the next Beyonce. Like, you're dreaming that, you're visualizing that. That's your passion for a reason. It's for you to achieve. It's for you to go in that direction. It's a clue that you left yourself. The next part of the money portal is opening up a money portal by using meditation. So in the morning, you definitely want to meditate first thing in the morning. In the morning, before you even get out of bed. So always set your alarm clock maybe 30 minutes before your actual get out of bed time. Right? No, you're not hitting the snooze button, but you're taking a time for yourself. As soon as your eyes open and you lay there, you want to first give gratitude. Doesn't have to be anything long, drawn out, whatever's in your heart. Let it spill out all over the place. And with your eyes closed, you're going to visualize money coming towards you. If you are a radio personality like me, I'm going to visualize sponsorships. I'm going to visualize opportunity. I'm going to visualize signing bonuses. I'm going to visualize all of these wonderful things just arriving in the mail, arriving in my apps, arriving in my bank account. That's the very first thing that I'm going to visualize first thing in the morning after I do my gratitude. The visualization is very important. I'm going to picture money flying through the window into my room. I'm going to picture stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks, stacks on stacks on stacks of $100 bills on my manifestation altar. I'm going to picture me opening up my purse and money just falling out. I'm going to picture myself opening my brand new sports car, and I open the door and money just falling all over the place, all on the ground. Everywhere I go, people are going to be like, hey, here's some money. Here's some money. Here's some money. Azor, I have money for you. That's how I'm going to spend every single moment, every morning of my life until I'm at that place where I desire to be, until my body catches up with my mind. I'm going to do that every single morning. And the visualization is going to occur every morning, and it also can occur every afternoon and also at night. But you must keep in mind that as you're manifesting, as you're visualizing, as you're meditating, it takes a lot of water. So make sure that you are always hydrating yourself. Trust and believe. As you go through this process that I'm telling you guys, you're going to get extremely thirsty all the time and dehydrated. Keep yourself hydrated. Manifesting takes a lot of water. I don't know why, but it just does. The next thing that I'm going to tell you guys is I want you to be expensive. Your dreams should be expensive. It should not be cheap. Everything that you do should be expensive. If you're a radio, I got to go back to radio personality. You're a radio personality and you need a brand new mic. You're going to invest in that amazing mic that you've always wanted. You're not going to think about the cost. If it's $400, you have $400 and you're going to pay the $400 because that's your tool to be better. That's going to get you to the next level. That's going to get you to where you need to be. Invest in yourself. Nothing is ever expensive. Your dreams should be expensive. Nothing is ever too expensive. Hope that makes sense. So that is what you need to do, guys, when it comes to manifesting. You're going to change your thinking. You're going to create your money matters, your money portal by using a manifestation journal. You're going to have a manifestation space, and you're going to do a manifestation or a money ceremony. Okay? So I'm going to let all of that information swirl around in your gorgeous heads, and we're going to go into a quick music break, and we'll be right back. I'm going to close out the show with explaining to you how to manifest more using numerology. So we'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in to Gospel Now Radio. It's your girl, Azor Netrugaya, and I'll be right back. Peace.
You wanna spend some mind one time? We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate. Did you wanna spend some mind one time? We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate.
Sit down. Don't worry about trying to cross your legs or anything like that. that, I just want you to get comfortable. Close your eyes and relax. That's right.
Now, take a moment to collect yourself. Now, tell me, have you ever met yourself? First off, I think we need to discuss what meditation really is. Some think of it as time to relax or an opportunity to face their fears. I ain't saying those thoughts aren't right, but those are more like bonuses. Why shoot for a piece of the pie when we can have co-ownership? I started out looking for some sort of sign. Then I heard somebody whisper, let me open up your mind. Don't get blinded by the lights. There's more here for you to see than myself. Said to self, take some time and look for me. You've got everything you need to get anything you want. But first I gotta help you to remember what you are. He said everything without is the same as what's within. Then she told me to let go of all my doubts and start again.
Breathe in. Release. Now stop trying to control it and just observe as the breath flows in and out. I want you to notice that the body continues to breathe on its own with no direction from you. Now I want you to realize that the thing that observes the breath is something different from the thing that is breathing. You are the thing that hears but not the ears.
I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate. I can teach you how to stretch your mind one time. We can just sit here, get high off life. I can show you the whole universe inside of you. Now, meditate.
Leave a message after the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press 1 for special options.
So I hit you up in the nighttime. When is it
this liquor on my breath. Oh, and I know I sound a mess. I don't know what I'll say next, but you ain't gotta lie to me. No, you ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to me. Oh, no, you ain't gotta lie. No, you ain't gotta lie to me. No, no, no. Why you build me up, then you break me down? Why? You ain't gotta lie to me. Got this liquor on my breath, and I know I sound a mess. I don't know what I'll say next, but you ain't gotta lie to me. No, you ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to me. Oh, you ain't gotta lie. No, no, you ain't gotta lie to me.
You may now hang up to send your message. To receive your message, press 2. To record your message, press 3. To send your message and return to the main menu, press 4. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Beautiful colors, radiance expelled by hues of you. I'm so amazed by the colors of your love. Your copper kisses and golden charm, the lavender that finds me in your arms, the colors of your love. From your reddest passion to your bluest calm, right down to the spectrum that is your heart. These are the colors of your love. Beautiful colors, radiance expelled by hues of you. I'm so amazed by the colors of your love. I try to speak, I've lost the words. Your colors have captivated my heart, right to the inner man of me. The colors of love you need, you find inside of me. The colors I need are found in you. Beautiful colors, radiance expelled by hues of you. I'm so amazed by the colors of your love. Beautiful colors, radiance expelled by hues of you. I'm so amazed by the colors of your love.
Oh, Hey guys, it's your girl Azura Natural Guy, live right here in the Win DC Radio Studio. We are talking about the money portal. Money matters. We're talking about currency. Cut the check, baby. Cut the check. Yes, yes, yes. I gave you all of these tools on how to create like a manifestation space in a journal. And John and I were in here laughing because I told you guys to decorate your journal. And my son was like, I said, son, do you have a journal? He was like, I mean, I got notes. And I was like, listen, how are you guys my kids? Because Tizlon, DJ Tiz is the same way. I was like, how are you guys my kids and don't have a journal? He's like, well, you know, I got notes, I got a notepad. I write stuff down in it. I'm like, yeah, that's your manifestation journal. And I said, are you gonna decorate it? He was like, no. And I was like, what is going on with, like, where do men come from? Because we would totally like bling out our journals. And then I had like sat still for a moment. I'm like, there are some men that are not going, or some women too, that are not going to decorate their journals. And there are some people that's going to like go all the way out for their journals. So whatever resonates with you, there is no wrong way. It's just kind of like taking that time to invest time and energy into yourself. I think that's kind of what it is. I think it's very therapeutic, and it's actually like a bonding experience that you're having with your thoughts and with your mind and with this paper, with this energy. You're putting energy into something. And when you put energy into something, it moves. There's movement, there's elevation, there's a rising that takes place when you put energy into something. So I want to tell you guys really quick about how to manifest more currency. So you have your tools, you have the journal, you have the sun, you have the moon, you have your brains, right? But let's talk about manifesting by using the number system. Because you know I'm a numbers girl, I'm a numerologist through and through. I love what I do. Shout out to all of my clients. Bell Book and Blue Magic, what's up, y'all? Y'all in the building, my clients in the field. I have the best clients in the world. And we use number system. We use numerology to speak to us. So I want you guys to make sure you write this down, because there are 5 different numbers, sequences that you're going to use to manifest. These are portals, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the number 8. So the number 8, the number 8 symbolizes karma. What comes around goes around like a hula hoop. As above, so below. What comes around goes around like a hula hoop. The energy that you give out is the energy that you will receive back, okay? So if you are walking around and someone asks you for money, especially as single moms, right? I opened the show up talking about single moms, but you know, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, if someone asks you for money, if a child asks you for money and they need it as a tool to buy a book or to, you know, to do something important with school, maybe it's cheerleading and they got to pay $400 worth of dues. Don't give them a hard time about the currency. Like, oh, $400. Oh my God, that's so expensive. Just be like, thank you for coming to me and trusting in me to help you, you know, make this dream come true for you. And you go and you manifest the $400, whether you go to the ATM machine or whether you work hard for it and you get the $400 cutting lawns, whatever way you do it, you manifest the $400 in order to support someone else's dream. And when you give them the money and they tell you thank you, your gratitude piece of it, your exchange of energy with that thank you that they're giving you is, I'm so glad I was able to do this for you. I'm so glad. You know, that's the way that we have to start thinking. So we're going to move and we're going to operate in the number 8. When you begin to see 8s in your life, it means karma. So, excuse me. So the more that you're giving out responsibly and respectively, with a gratitude, with a sense of gratitude, with a full loving heart, not expecting for anything in return. Well, and sometimes currency is not only paper form. You know, you can give in time. You can give in, you know, like if you have someone that has their own business, you taking the time to share, you know, their advertisement is a sense of currency. It's your time. It's free, you know, and in return, you'll get that energy back to you. So you can operate in the number sequences, the number energy of the number 8, which is karma. How do you manifest more money? Karma. You Don't look for anything in return. You give with your heart. Whatever you expect out of life, you have to treat others the same exact way. You're operating in the frequency of the number 8. The next number frequency that I want you guys to use is 11. A lot of people know about the 1111 portal. 1111, make a wish. When you see 1111, this is the energy portal of consciousness. It's the energy portal of manifestation. So anytime you see 1111, it means that a window of opportunity is open for you. So you want to use this opportunity to remind yourself to pray, to remind yourself that you can achieve any and everything, and to put that goal out there, that manifestation out there. You want to operate in the frequency of 11. The 11, 1 + 1 = 2, is balance. So you want to make sure that you are balancing yourself. You're balancing your wants and your needs and your goals. There's a balance. If you're working too hard, you're going to end up burning yourself at both ends of the candle. So you have to make sure that the same way that you are putting energy towards your dream, you're also putting energy into yourself with self-love, self-care. You have to have balance. You have to make sure that you're well balanced when it comes to your career, when it comes to your family, and when it comes to your finances. You want to make sure that you are well balanced. You're operating in the frequency of 11. Being balanced, being physically aware, being mentally aware, and enjoying those portals, watching what you say, watching how you think in the 11th hour. So the days that you want to be cautious and the times that you want to be cautious is anytime in the 11th hour. So in the 11, from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock p.m. or a.m., those are your windows of manifestation. A lot of people, they take their 15-minute breaks from work at 11 o'clock so that they can be in prayer mode when 11:11 hits. They want to be meditating. They want to be praying when 11:11 hits, whether it be a.m. or p.m. Some people start their day, a lot of small businesses start their day at 11:11, and some people end their day at 11:11 p.m. They open it up with a prayer and they end it with a prayer. So that's the 11:11 manifestation portal window that you guys can use to bring balance into your life. Another way you can manifest more currency is operating in the frequency of 5. A lot of people do not like 5s because 5s is the number of change. So when you are operating in the frequency of 5, it means that you want change in your life. You are breaking generational curses, and poverty is a generational curse. It was a curse that was put upon many melanated people years ago, and it keeps being passed down from generation to generation to generation. We know of some people right here today that there's generations living in poverty. There's generations living in welfare. And it is up to you, the people who are watching this show and listening to this show, to change your mindset, to change and educate your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, even your parents, your brothers or sisters, anyone who will listen, your neighbor. We want to generate change we want to generate change in our community, change in the way that we think about currency. So we're operating in the frequency of 5, the frequency of change. If you have grown up where no one taught you how to balance a checkbook, no one taught you how to read the stock market, you know what I mean? Like understand stocks and bonds and even something as big as life insurance, you are going to be that change. You're going to operate in the number 5, in the number of change, which means you're going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to get your life together. You're going to manifest by meditating, visualizing, praying, and setting your goals for the day. That is operating in the frequency of 5, the frequency of change, because you are changing your thinking, you're changing your environment, you're changing your community. That is operating in the frequency of 5. The next way to manifest currency is operating the frequency of the number 2. The number 2 is balance. The number 2 represents a divine feminine number. It's the number of your ladies, right? So fellas, you can use this number 2. This is a good number for couples. So if you are in a relationship, if you are married, you can operate in the frequency of 2, which means that you have someone to balance you out. You have someone to come to, not to guide you 1,000,000%, but just kind of like balance the yin to your yang, to like show you the way, to help you, to bounce things off of. Before you make a decision, you have this person to talk to, just like a sounding board, if you will. You're operating in the frequency of 2. The frequency of 2 is also a number of manifestation. It means that you're speaking, you're thinking everything about this goal. Everything. So it's you and it's the goal. It's always like a double, cause and effect, and when you're operating in the frequency of 2. So you know that if you when I say the frequency of 2 and the balance and the cause and effect, meaning that every single thing you do, that you know in your heart and in your soul, there's going to be an effect through by it. So operating the frequency of 2 means trust. It means you're trusting in your partner to support you. You're trusting in your partner to guide you. And your partner can be in the physical, or your partner can be angelical, if that makes any sense. So your partnership could be you and your ascended master. It could be you and your husband. It could be you and God, a partnership. A lot of people go to their spirit guides before they make any moves. They're operating in the frequency of 2, okay? The last and final number is 6. A lot of people do not like the number 6. They are like, no. I don't like 6s. 6s have everything to do with your environment. So when you are operating in the frequency of 6, it means that you are creating an environment that influences your reality. Does that make sense? You're operating in an environment that influences your reality, meaning if you want to be a clothes designer, right? You're going to find yourself in environments where you're going to be in clothes design, fashion school. You're going to have friends that are fashion designers. You're going to always go to fashion shows. Like, your environment lives and breathes and just looks like where you are going, the places where you are going in life. You know what I mean? Everything about your environment, your home life, your work life, your car, everything. Like, in your car, you're going to have, it's going to be flashy and designer, and you're going to like sew things, and it's going to be an outpour of who you are. Your home, your room, your space is going to look like a space of a clothing designer. Everything, your whole entire environment lives and breathes what ignites you on the inside. You are operating in the number 6, which means environment. If something does not interest you, like, for example, you probably wouldn't find a fashion designer at a football game. You know what I mean? But you may go to a football game for enjoyment or things like that, and that's okay. But I'm just saying, like, a fashion designer probably wouldn't be turned on by a football game more so as they would like a fashion show, because there's not really fashion at a football game. But they would love an award show. There's a lot of fashion at an award show. So you constantly are feeding your brain, you're feeding your eyes, your ears, your mind, all of your senses with what your dream is, with what your gifts are. That's operating in the frequency of 6. Operating in all of these frequencies it's like a check-in with yourself. So when you begin to see 888s, 1111s, 555s, 222s, 666s, when you begin to see these numbers in multiples, right, all the time throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout the month, it's a reminder to yourself to get focused, to get set, and hone in on your goals. The angels are listening, the angels are watching you, and the angels are always providing in your favor. And it's a reminder that no matter what you are going through, you are on your way. Because just because we have manifestation journals, and just because we're good to other people, does not mean that we're not going to have these trials and tribulations, and these roadblocks is going to stop our bags from coming. It's going to stop our currency from coming in. The faucet's going to break. The roof is going to leak. You're going to get a flat tire. You're going to have friends that stab you in the back. You're going to have people that rob you. You're going to have people that rip you off. All this stuff is going to happen as you're moving step by step, walking, running, crawling, scratching to your dream. All of these things are going to happen. And it doesn't have anything to do with you not being able to achieve it. It's just lessons are there so that when you get to where you're going, you'll be able to hold on to it for the rest of your life. And it's going to echo continuously into the next generation. You have broken the curse. You have broken the curse and you have awakened to this beautiful reality of who you are. Yes, yes, yes. That was a mouthful. Whew. What time is it? 12:45? All right. I'm going to go into a really quick music break. Can I do that real quick, John? Catch my breath? Okay, I'm going to go into a really quick music break, and then I'll be right back, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Gods of the Nile Radio, live right here in the Windy C Radio studio. It's your girl, Azor Netarugaya. Pandora, I'm going into a quick music break. I'll catch my breath. And I'll be right back after this one song, I promise. Bye.
Staring at the ceiling, bending over backwards, wishing life were different, like a loss. Try to drown the noise out, tuning out the whole world. Now my heart is tangled in and out. Nights like these when I can barely sleep, I say the words my mama said to me. Everything here will come full circle, everything here will come full circle. Give it some time, just give it some time. Everything here will come full circle. Everything here will come full circle. Everything here will come full circle. Give it some time, just give it some time. Open up the window, try and let the light in. I promise not to give up, not today. Walking on the sidewalk, wow, it's such a big world. I hope I find the right words to say. What you make it, what you make it, life is what you make it, what you make it. Round and round and round and round, topsy-turvy, upside down. Life is what you make it, what you make it. Everything here will come full circle, everything here will come full circle. Just give it some time. Everything will come full circle. Everything will come full circle. Everything will come full circle. Give it some time. Just give it some time.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for allowing me to catch my breath. Pandora is amazing. She gave me some water, and it's like ice cold. It was exactly what I needed, because that was a lot of information. And sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, I get like channels and spirit takes over. And like I said, when you're manifesting or when you're dealing with anything supernatural, you get really, really thirsty, especially on the microphone. So thank you, Pandora, for my ice cold water. And thank you, DJ Man for being prepared for our quick music break. we're at the end of the show. You guys learned so much today about money and about currency, and I'm super proud of you because your life is going to change. It's changing like right now. Now you have the information. Your life is totally going to change. You're going to step out today. You're going to see so many numbers, and you're going to be like, I was watching Azor, and she said, like, I'm going to see a bunch of 2s and 5s and 8s. I've been seeing them all week. Now I know what that means. You guys are going to break the generational curses of poverty. You guys are going to, like, change the world and the universe with your new way of thinking. And it's going to spread all through the community, all through. I want you guys to know something. I want you guys to know that you are expensive. Yeah, you're expensive. And you're expensive. Your dreams are expensive. Your friendship is expensive. Your love is expensive. You are not worthless. You are not penniless. You are amazing. And you can do any and everything that you put your heart, your mind to. Those great big old houses, those beautiful cars, all that materialistic stuff, you can have it all if that's the experience that you want. I don't want you guys out here comparing yourselves to someone else's lifestyle. I don't want you guys doing that. Not bossing you around. I'm just saying you don't need to do it because everyone has their own lessons. Everyone has their own different experiences. So don't ever feel like you're behind the ball. Don't ever feel like you're a late bloomer. And sometimes you're going to have people who are 10 years older than you, 20 years older than you, 40 years older than you, or maybe 2 years older than you, or maybe you're same age or younger than you, that's going to throw in your face that you're not where they are. And you know what? At a drop of a dime, at a drop of a hat, at a blink of an eyeball, they can lose everything. I've lost everything. People who lived in New Orleans have lost everything. People who have lived in Puerto Rico have lost everything. And I'm sure you know some people who have lost everything too. It's those people who have the hardest challenges in life, the biggest struggles. It's those people that somehow are able to reach in that hat and pull out a rabbit each and every time and make things happen for themselves and for everyone that they come in contact with. They are the changers and the move makers and the visionaries of this world. They are to be celebrated. You are to be celebrated. It's not easy pumping yourself up every single day when you have the weight of the world on your shoulders or everyone seems that they're against you. It's not easy. But I want to let you know you need to be your biggest cheerleader. You need to be your biggest stand-up guy. You need to be your own accountant, your own financial advisor, your own numerologist. But never be afraid to ask for help when need be. If you see someone that's doing something that you want to do, don't be afraid to walk up to them and ask them, how did they get there? How did they make that happen for themselves? Never be afraid to ask questions. Because you never know. That person can give you the opportunity that you've been searching for, that you've been praying for. And if they do shoo you off and they're rude about it, then whatever. It is what it is. But that next person is going to be like, where did you come from? Because you kept asking. You kept pushing. You didn't allow for anything to get in your way. And as long as you keep moving the energy, as long as you keep riding the currents, you're going to get closer and closer to that huge payoff. I promise you guys that. We're all in this together. We are. We're all in this together. We are walking down, crawling down, running down our dreams. And if people want to get on the Nile and be a part of the ride, come on aboard, baby. Come on aboard. And if they don't, well, we're going to leave them on the shoreline. Because our dreams are over there. And that's where we're headed. In the right direction. I want to thank you guys so much for spending your morning with me and part of your afternoon. I wish you guys a beautiful, amazing week. Make sure you get those money journals popping. Make sure you make that manifestation space in your home. And make sure that no matter what, you keep smiling. You keep shining. And you keep being the best versions of yourself. Because if no one loves you, Azor loves you. And most importantly, you love yourself too. Thank you so much for tuning in to Gods of the Nile Radio. I am here each and every Sunday live in the Win DC radio studio on their app and all of their social media platforms. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Gods of the Nile Radio. I am also a Zora Natural Guide, a super long name. If you have Instagram, just, follow me, divine_Zora. And of course, I'm a self-supporting show. Give me your money. Send your donations via PayPal to lovenowradio@gmail.com. I am here each and every Sunday. I said that 11 to 1. I want to make sure you heard it. And have a great week. Enjoy this sunshine. Dance in the rain. And don't forget, it's a full blue moon. So go out there and receive those blessings. Have a wonderful time. Like, share, and comment, on this video. I'm out of here. Have an amazing week. Peace.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Now Radio.
It is your birthright to accept and receive the goodness of the world, the tools to create your destiny, the love and nourishment from others, a life of abundance, days filled with propositions, manifested success coming from places that serve you, manifested success poured into your life and the lives of others. You are guided and given the authority to receive the gifts of the universe, for these gifts have already been given to you long before your arrival here. Your faith in yourself is real and opens the doors for manifestation to rush in. Your business is open to receive and to give. It is your birthright, and it is done now.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Now Radio.
Through this mantra of manifestation, all things are possible. We proclaim absolutely that all of us are living in a friendly universe